Shalom Akim, Shalom Akwathiam. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. In the video that I have queued up for you, one of the deacons of IUIC made a very interesting statement regarding what the mark of the beast is, right? And I'm going to play what he has to say momentarily. But what's interesting about this group is that their doctrine changes like the wind. You know, one week, the mark of the beast is Cesare Borgia. Next week is sin. This week is worshiping false religion. But we here at GMS, we've always taught and will continue to teach you that the mark of the beast outlined in Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th through the 18th verse, is nothing more than the RFID micro C-hip that I have queued up for you here. Okay? All right? And it's going to come in a multitude of variations. All right? And I'm sure we all are aware of the device that Elon Musk and several other companies are fast tracking as well. But nevertheless, I want to share some information with you here before I play what this man had to say. Because in case you're unawares, there's currently a company by the name of Walletmore that has made this device available to the public. And it tells us this here in the AI overview. The Polish-British company Walletmore is known for offering implantable micro C-hips that allow the user to make contactless payments. These microchips are about the size of a grain of rice. They're designed to be implanted underneath the skin, typically in the hand, and can be used to pay at any card terminal that accepts contactless payment. Walletmore is the first company to offer these payments microchips for sale to the general public. Now let me come out of this here, right? Let me come out of this. Let me go here, okay? And just to make you aware of something else, this company has been doing this since 2002. They've been doing this for 3 years now, all right? Let me come out of this. Let me grab a quick precept, all right? This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 21. Listen to what Elijah said to the nation of Israel. Elijah went before the people and said, "How long will you waver between two opinions? You know, 1 week is this, 1 week is that. Next month it'll be something else. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord be God, then follow him. But if Baal is God, then follow him." But the people said nothing. You see, it should be clear to you who IUIC worships, all right? They don't worship the God of the Bible, okay? All right? These men are bought and paid for. They sold out, man, all right? These men are gone here. I want you to listen to what this man has to say here. Matter of fact, let me have this queued up for you while you listen to, how did I knock that off? Then let me go back here. Come out of this here. I want to leave that queued up. Listen to what this man has to say.
When I said the mark of the beast, I'm talking about force worship. You understand? Force worship, where they set it up where you cannot buy certain things. You can't buy a house. But man, I've been saving, working so hard to try to get a house. But listen, if you do not follow this system, you can't get that house. You understand? So some of you all, hey, remember what Christ said, you got to be willing to lose everything. You know, so some of you, so you brothers and sisters that fall for that test run, it means you got to strengthen yourself.
Still have to. Let me pause it there, right? You heard the man say it's a false belief system and it's false worship, all right? Let me come out of this here. How do you buy, sell, and trade with a false belief system and a false worship? Remember, the other week, the MOTB was what? Sin, all right? Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse, and it tells us this, and he causeth all, meaning everyone on the earth, except the elect, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. And that mark, again, is the RFID micro C-hip in their right hands or in their foreheads. That's a device you're going to use to make those contactless payments, okay? Let me come out of this here. Let's just say you are wavering between two opinions. James chapter 1, verse 5 through 6. You should pray about it. The scriptures tells us, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, who gives to all liberty without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith with no doubting. For he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by every wind. Because that's what IUIC is coming with. They're tossing you to and fro. 1 week is this, the next week is that, next month it'll be something else, so on and so forth. Let me come out of this here. All right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. Because for those of us who are of the hopeful elect, we understand this clearly, what this device is. Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Hopefully, this quick lesson has been edifying. I'd like to give all praises, all glory, all honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Shalom.
The most cutting-edge thing about Hannes Huerblad isn't the phone in his hand. It's the microchip actually in his hand. The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden.
We have created a new implant, which is not a chip, it's a full device where you can add different lights, different vibration, different functions. Sweden is a very tech-literate society. And I think this is the main explanation, really, why a lot of Swedes are adopting chip implants.
Swedes haven't been shy about upgrading themselves with the new version. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives, waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID or make payments. A short moment of pain not putting them off becoming part Swede, part machine. This event is an implant party, simply where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip embedded under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
I think it's really cool. You don't have to carry any keys or anything. It's just your body. In maybe 10 years, everything will be in your hand.
In Sweden, more than anywhere else, the future is already here. The national train company SJ has around 2,600 people signed up to use microchips instead of train tickets.
Did you see that?
And no need to mind the generation gap. 18-year-old Felicia and Father Magnus still bear the scars of their new implants. Student Hannah Herving is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although, importantly for a future career, it does already connect to her LinkedIn.
Some people say I'm mad that I don't know if it's safe and all that, but people have been putting these chips into animals for 20 years, so I'm not worried about that.
The long-term goal is for the new chips to help provide medical care in remote communities. They're already getting under the skin of the Swedes and may soon become just another normal part of modern life and of the human body. Paul Rees, Al Jazeera, Lund, Sweden.